What's happening, Hoodlum Gang? Welcome back to my channel. It's your boy Hoodie from the Hood, aka your friend from that big old end. Go ahead and do me a favor, hit that like, hit that subscribe, and be a part of the Hoodlum Gang. Also, go on over to Instagram and follow me at Hoodie from the Hood. Talk to me, I talk back. Sometimes, not all the time, but sometimes, depending on how I'm feeling, depending on what you talking about. Today's video, I ain't gave y'all story time in a minute, but before I do that, I just wanted to touch up on two of the videos that I did previous to this. One was is Milk 74 responsible for setting the trend of LA gangbanging YouTubers? And I forgot to mention the homie Spider Loke. My bad, homie. Spider Loke was definitely doing it before Milk 74, along with Kev Mack and various other people that I may or may not have named. Then the other video, as far as classic San Diego rap albums, I knew I left a couple out, and I'm still probably gonna leave some out, but I want to throw in Cricket, the homie Cricket, Blue Damien. I want to throw in SET, Trickeration. Not Triggeration like Mitchie Slick's album, but Trickeration. I don't know where they was from, but I think they was Damu's. Well, nah, I know they was Damu's. I think you got Googie Monster. I think it's I'm a Monster. I forgot what Seaweed 3's album was called, around like, I want to say like 2007 or 8. I specifically remember buying that off the homie Lil Mikey, rest in peace. He was on 49, and he was selling those. I remember buying that album. And like I said, I wasn't too tapped into a lot of the Hispanic rappers, but I have did a little research since then, and there's two more that popped up on my list. That will be OFI, Puff on This. That's a slap. OFI standing for One Funky Individual. I think he from like Chula Vista or somewhere down there, South San Diego. And Royalty, Coast to Coast. Like I said, a lot of Steve Vicious production on there. If you want that G-Funk in the late 90s, that's where you go. It was hard. So with that being said, let's get into this story. Now, I don't know if y'all remember, this was a couple months ago when the controversy of Tyga and American Cholo and all that stuff was going on. And you had people telling me, why am I getting at my people? Why am I checking my people? They wouldn't check their people, which is not true. And I told a story when I was in the county jail when the essays checked their people for basically disrespecting the blacks. He wasn't disrespecting the blacks to the blacks. He was talking to another essay, and a black overheard him. But I never told y'all the other half of that story, what happened after that. So I'm gonna go back to the beginning, and then we're gonna go into what happened after that. So we was in a county jail called East Mesa, which is actually, it's a camp too. It's a working camp. Like, people who doing violations, they go over there. You can work in the kitchen, laundry. They do commissary for all the county jails. You know what I mean? So people be wanting to work in commissary so they could eat and hook their homies up, throw extra stuff in the bag, whatever the case is. And it's some other stuff that's going on over there, but I can't remember exactly what all the jobs are. I think they had a print shop. The people who make they made all the county jail clothes that put San Diego jail on it. They pressed it on there too. So we was in laundry, and we worked in the morning. You had a morning shift and you had an afternoon shift. So this is 2008. I'm about 20. I had just turned 20, and I'm working in the laundry. So this day was like any other day. We in there, and I remember another black, I can't remember, came and got me because I was the rep at the time. Didn't want to be the rep, but that was just, they needed a representation, and they held a black meeting and was like, hey man, we choosing you to be the rep. So my homie Freddie B from O'Farrell Park, shout out Freddie B, free Freddie B. He was my right hand. So they came, we was over there, fucking around, doing whatever we be doing. And one of the other blacks came and told me like, hey, Whoop-de-Whoop is getting into it with, I think his name was Victor. That was the Hispanic dude, the Mexican dude. And he was a resident. He didn't actually bang a hood, but he was a little older. He was like already like 47, 48 at that time. So yeah, if he's still alive, he'd be about 60. He's pushing 70 for sure, or in his mid 60s, something like that. So anyways, I go over there and I see the black dude, who by the way was an older dude. He's about 30, 31 years old. He said he was from Pomona, from Southside Village Crip. And I see him like, nigga, you better watch your mouth. Whatever, like he going back and forth. And basically, Victor's telling him like, I wasn't talking to you, homie. You need to stay out of our business, whatever the case is. So they going back and forth. I can get over there. I'm like, man, what's going on? And basically, the other essay that was with Victor was kind of like, hey, he tripping. You know what I mean? Like, the homie said something, don't trip, we'll take care of it, whatever. Now, everybody don't know what's going on. This is a small little, it's me, Freddie B, the other black dude who came and got me, and then the one that's getting into it with Victor, and then the dude that's next to him. So it's 4 of us and 2 of them. But everybody is still working in the laundry room. So, we basically like, all right, you know what I mean? Everybody went their separate way. He telling me that, Victor was mad at the dude Bruce. If you was in East Mesa at that time, especially in the laundry, Bruce, the black dude, worked in there, and Bruce was a straight asshole, homie. Like, nobody likes Bruce. We didn't like him. Nobody. He was disrespectful, homie. And then he was feminine. Like, not like he was a part of that community, but just like sometimes he'd come in with an attitude like a female. Like, he'd be cool, or not even just. He could have been cool 10 minutes ago, and then you go ask him a question, and now he on his period. You know what I'm saying? So he would just be disrespectful towards grown men, homie. Like it's like, nobody had never went upside his head or something. So pretty much Victor had words with Bruce, and he was talking to one of his people, like, oh, I fucking hate that Mayate, or whatever he said, you know what I mean? Oh boy is about 10, 15 feet away. He hear it, he jump into their conversation. So now we on lunch break, and they done told they people now, so they kind of just over there like, don't know what we gonna do, because we all having a meeting about it. Like, man, what happened? He telling us what happened, and I end up going back. Me and Freddie B go over there, we go holler at them. And he apologized. He like, hey, my bad, homie. I fucked up. I shouldn't have said that. But Bruce, I forgot what Bruce did, but Bruce did something disrespectful. And he was just like, hey, like, we cool, whatever. And then the other dude was like, hey, homie, don't trip. We don't get down like that. We'll handle him. You know what I mean? And they came over there and apologized to the blacks as a collective. And then old boy was still like, he was extra, homie, the dude from Pomona. He was still sitting there like he was extra, the faces he was making, like apology not accepted, not even making eye contact with him as he's talking, whatever. So they leave, and he basically still going on and on about it. By this time, he's using racial slurs to describe them, like these he was one of the, Pomona is a place where it's a lot of racial tension, so that's where he come from. So he already wasn't friendly towards them anyways. And then he moved out here, and he moved to Oceanside. And Oceanside is one of the only places in San Diego County where that racial stuff exists. I mean, for the most part, it's gang related. It's not really people like putting F niggers on the wall, or it's not really stuff like that going on. They might put CK on the wall or BK or whatever the case, but it's gang banging. but it's still racial tension because the Crips are black, the Bloods are Samoan, and even though you got some black Bloods from them gangs, they're predominantly Samoan, and then the Hispanics are Hispanics. So he doing this, and we like, bro, like, it's like, chill, homie. He wasn't even talking to you. You know what I mean? And I'm telling him, like, that ain't no different than if you hear two Damus over there talking. You know what I'm saying? And they be like, yeah, the crab nigga. You know what I mean? They talking amongst themselves. Now, you could do several things in that situation. I would say that's happened to me 2 or 3 times over my years being in the county. And every time I jumped in their conversation and was like, nigga, you better watch your mouth. On 40s, not like I'm checking nobody, or if they would have said, nigga, fuck you too, you know what I mean? Then we would have got down. I was prepared to get down when I heard that word. And most people will say they talking to each other, you supposed to mind your business. You know what I mean? They ain't directing it towards you. And we have them conversations amongst each other too. So basically I was telling him, like, bro, they wasn't talking to you. And they just made him come over here and apologize. Like, they said they're gonna handle it later, which we didn't get to see if they handled it or not because of what took place from this conversation on out. So he like, man, I don't give a fuck, like, fuck them and this and that and this and that, and he's still going in. And I'm just like, all right, man. So so Freddie B from O'Farrell Park, so him being on the red side, being a Damu, you know, he had already told me that he didn't like this dude from Pomona because he used to be walking around extra. And on top of that, he used to always be cussing him. And he used to be like, dude, I'm not a Crip, homie. But he was respectful about it. So when Freddie B jump in, oh boy, instantly go to, yeah, cuz, and banging on cuz. So Freddie B like, blood, who you talking to? Nigga, already told you I'm not a Crip. My nigga's a Crip. Nigga, don't get at me like that, whatever. So old boy fat mouthing. So we like, all right. We ain't even finna keep talking to you, homie. So we go back in there. That lunchtime was around 11, 12, somewhere around there. I think we got off at like 3. So the whole time we at work, old boy is mad dogging us, bro. Like he over there folding sheets. When he folding sheets, every time we look at this nigga, he just looking. We like, all right, cuz, like, I'm really not trying to do this to you, homie, because, nigga, it ain't, like, we look crazy at the end of the day fighting over this. They not finna fight each other. He gonna take his DP. He already apologized, and they gonna move on. But us, nigga, you wanna take it somewhere else. You didn't took it to banging on the homie. You talking about you ain't gotta listen to me because you a grown-ass man and I'm a little nigga, whatever you was saying. So we leaving, it's 3 o'clock, it's time to get off. We getting off, and the afternoon crew was coming in. Now, my nigga Lil Ski Rock, he on the afternoon crew, and I think Baby Stretch from Skyline was there too. They going to work while we leaving. It was either Baby Stretch or it was no, it was Baby Stretch. Yeah, it was Baby Stretch. So them niggas is coming to work, so we walking and we tell them what's going on. Lil Ski like, nigga, don't do it without me. I'm like, bro, man, I'm just gonna holler at him. He like, nah, wait till I get off. I'm like, all right, bro. I'm just telling him that so he can go to work, because this nigga won't go to work. He'll come back to the dorm and it's gonna go left, which it ended up going left anyways, but I wasn't trying to make it go left. So we go in the dorm. The Pisces and everybody, the whites, they already know what's going on, homie. Like, I don't know, maybe we was being loud, maybe they sensed our body language. So they come out of the bunk area and they go over by the TV, like out in the day room, because these dorms, when you walk in, it's a day room right there, it's a TV, and then you got a wall, and then you got the tables right there, and then it's phones, and you could play chess or cards or whatever, and then the showers. Now, if you go this way, it's a door, and there's bunks all right there. Then it's a wall, and then it's another door where the other side where it's more bunks at. So they clear out, and this nigga is posted in between the bunks, like with his arms up like this, like both of them up in between the bunks. he was just looking like like nigga, let's get this out the way. So I'm like, man, I'm finna go holler at him. All the other blacks stayed out. And niggas wanted to go in there. I'm like, nah, because if we all go in there, he gonna feel ambushed. I'm really trying to be the voice of reason. You know what I mean? Like, even though I was young, I always had I don't know. I always had common sense. You know what I mean? That's not the word I'm looking for, but I always had like a cooler head. You know, I can get ignorant, which I'm about to do. I can get ignorant if you need me to, but hey, homie, it ain't even got to go this far. How can we fix this type shit? You know what I mean? Because it really ain't that serious. So I walk in there, and I didn't even know the homie Freddie B was following me. So I walk in there, and I'm like, hey, check this out. So he he bounced up off the racks when I say check this out. Like, nah, nigga, you check this out. So I let cuz cut me off. He like, something, nigga. And you can't tell me nothing about these motherfuckers. And I come from wherever he telling me all this shit that I already know. And I'm like, yeah, I understand you, homie. I feel you. But I'm just saying, you know, they already, and he cut me off again. I creamed cuz. As soon as I already had it in my head. If this nigga say something else, I'm getting off on him. So, and you was talking with too much aggression. So once cuz cut me off again aggressively, I clip him. Boom, nigga, shut up. When I hit cuz, he kind of like get dazed, but he try to grab me. Now, like I said, he about 30, 31 years old at this time. The man already, he weigh like what I weigh now, like 230. I'm 229. He about 230, maybe even 240. So he tried to grab me. I'm about 165, 170, even though I'm working out. It was hard for me to put on weight back then. I was a skinny ass nigga. So he tried to grab me, and he grabbed my shirt, and I slip out of it. When I slip out of it, I'm like, nigga, come out here. He like, nah, come in here. He want me to come in between the bunks to him. Not gonna do that. So I'm like, come out here, bitch ass nigga. And he like, come in here. So Freddie B tried to run up and get in. I'm like, nah, bro, nah, watch out. I ain't trying to jump this nigga. We could just get down one-on-one. So I run up in there again, and when I run up in there, I tag him a couple more times. He tried to grab me again. I bounce out. So he kind of laughing like, yeah, nigga, yeah. And I'm like, nigga, come out. Nigga, he already leaking. Nigga, mouth already busted. So Freddie B like, man, fuck this bitch ass nigga. Like, nigga, you got to roll up. Nigga, you got to get up out of here. So at first he like, I ain't going nowhere. So the little Chaldean homie, he was the other. For those of y'all don't know, Chaldean is like, I don't know if they from Iraq or Iran or Pakistan. They're Middle Eastern. So Freddie B tell him, hey, grab that nigga shit. He like, man, don't touch my shit. So the little homie, he gonna listen to us. For one, we rock with him. We be spreading with him. You know what I mean? This is first time in the county jail. We be looking out for him. And two, he got disciplined 2 weeks earlier and was on the verge of getting rolled up because he was stealing. And y'all know stealing is a no-no. So he had stole some shit, and he was like pleading with us like, come on, man, please don't roll me up. So he gonna listen to what we say. So he grabbing the nigga mattress and all his shit. So he trying to grab his mattress. While he trying to grab his mattress from the other dude, Freddie B fire on this nigga. I mean, he socked the dog shit out of old boy. And I don't know if he broke that nigga shit. Looked like he did something. So old boy at this point, he give up. So we go out in the day room. We throw the nigga shit by the door. We telling them to get up out of here. You know what I mean? He cause you got lockers with locks on it. He undoing his lock. If I'm not mistaken, I think Freddie B starts stealing his food. I'm quite sure he starts stealing his food. So old boy go hit the panic button. They like, what's going on? He like, I can't be here. They like, all right. They pop the door. He go down to the office. So everybody laughing and talking about the shit. And then I'll say about 15 minutes later, everybody on your racks. They announced the thing. So we get on our racks. They come in there. They act like they don't know who it was. They search everybody. Search our knuckles, search everything, search our body. They don't see nothing. They leave. We like, whew. So we sitting there chilling. They come back again. Everybody on your racks. About 10, 15 minutes later. They come back. They grab me and Freddie B. They pull us out. They make us take our socks and shit off. They don't find nothing. They take us down to the office. We down at the office like for hours, bro, for like 4 or 5 hours. We ate dinner down there and everything. I'm cold. I have my shirt off. I don't know why they had me cuffed to the bench outside and they had Freddie B in the office. He had a sweater on. It should have been the other way around. But anyways, I'm cuffed to the bench. Niggas keep walking by like, what happened? What happened? I'm just like, shh. So eventually they take us across the parking lot to George Bailey, the jail. And they was like, basically like, hey man, we don't have no proof that y'all assaulted this dude, because y'all don't have no marks or nothing on y'all, but he's assaulted and he's saying that y'all assaulted him. So we gonna roll y'all back up over there. So we ended up going back to Bailey. That was a whole nother story because some other shit happened over there. But yeah, man, that was the story. That was the other side of the story. Old boy was trying to get tough. He wasn't trying to, you know what I mean, let the shit go. He still kept pressing. He turned his anger on me and Freddie B, and we put them paws on him and rolled him up. So that's my story for the day, man. This your boy Hoodie from the Hood, aka your friend from that big old end. Leave me a comment, like, subscribe, share, all that good stuff. I'm going back to work.